Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Roxanne St. Clair, and I really wanted to share something with you. Did you know that you have value in you? Why do I say that? Because I believe that everybody has value in them. But the question is, do you actually own and appreciate your value? Do you recognize what that value is? Because we go through life living based on other people's rules, other people's policies. But it's only when you decide to own your value that you actually step into your own power. And I can tell you this, being a person who was living my life to fulfill somebody else's dream for me. And it was only when things weren't going quite as I wanted them to, that I really had to go on a journey of self-discovery, really learning who I was, what mattered to me, and what was important. And throughout this journey, I was taking notes, I was making adjustments, I was making changes, and I could see the results through my life. What that then made me do was actually create something that I could share with other people, because I realized that these were everyday principles that we ought to know, but we often forget to practice. And I actually called these principles the value in you. The value in you consists of 52 inspirational messages that tell you how you can actually tap into yourself. And I'll just share what this looks like. This is the set here. And what I actually say to people is just randomly on a daily basis, select a card for yourself. And whatever that message is that you get is really relevant for you at that time. And sometimes we're going through things and we're not always sure why it's happening to us, and what have I done to create this situation? What can I do to get out of this situation? So that's what I want to share with you, how you can help yourself, because sometimes you don't know who to turn to or where to turn. But if you've got that inspiration in your pocket, where you know that you just have to reach into your box, pull out a card and get a message that will help you. And I will give you an example of that. So I'm just going to choose one at random. They're in no particular order, and let's see what happens and how I can share that with you. Okay, this particular card is Kaizen, and it says something that most people wish for, to change for better. Adopting the Kaizen way, you can take small steps towards making progress in your life. If your goal seems too big to achieve, think Kaizen and choose to do one small thing that will get you closer to your aim. How often in life do you think that you want to achieve something, but then when you start to look at it as a whole, it just seems too big, too great an ask, and you just have no idea how you're going to make it happen. So before you even take that step to start doing it, you've already given up on that dream, you've given up on that goal, you've given up on yourself. So if you follow this Kaizen principle, what you then do is just look at what's the one thing I can do now from where I am with the skills that I have. And by taking that one step, you're getting closer to that real big dream, that ambitious goal that you have for yourself. And again, I have experience of this, where within myself, I've been involved in some big projects. And, sometimes we have no idea how we were going to do it. I helped put up a statue, and we had to raise £500,000. We didn't have the money, we were a charity. We were all working and volunteering our time. But we had one big goal, one big dream, that statue was going to go up. And you know what happened? We managed to raise the money. But we did it by just doing one thing at a time. So that's what I implore you to do. Just take that one next step that will get you closer. Which then brings me on to another idea, and that's, in order to achieve anything, you need to have a system in place. And why do I say have a system? Because it simplifies your life. Now, my background's in finance, so I've worked systematically, and my mind seems to be a bit methodical. But if you come and tell me that you want to achieve something, straight away my head is thinking, well, okay, what are the steps that you need to take in order to achieve what you want to achieve? So you may want to put on an event. The first thing I would say to you is, what's the look and feel of that event? How do you want people to feel when they walk through the door? So straight away we can start to implement a system that will enable you to put on the event that you want to have. Now, systems are very important. And do you know the power of having a good system? The power of simplifying your life so that you can be, do and have whatever it is you want to have. Because if something seems easy, are you likely to take the steps that you need to take to make it happen? Or do you like to do things the hard way? Because come on, let's be honest, some people just love doing things the hard way, or doing things twice, because it makes you feel that it's more valuable, it's more viable. But what if I told you, by simplifying your life, you can actually have more of a life, you can do more, you can be more, and you can actually have loads of fun. So that's Roxanne St. Clair, here sharing with you why I believe there's value in you, but also by using that value that's in you and creating a system that works for you, your life becomes easy. You can have as many things as you want to have. You can have loads of great experiences and meet some awesome people along the way. Enjoy and go out and be